Welcome to Trust the Cones.
Hey guys, we wanted to get a Gengar video out to you guys just to make sure everyone's prepped for Gengar Day coming up. So this is a little bit rushed, and me and Bill couldn't coordinate the time to get together. But either way, I battled one this morning and I wanted to show it to you guys. So if you battle a Gengar in a raid right now, it's going to be tier 3. But we're expecting that it's going to be tier 4 when we actually see Gengar Day. So with that being said, we can't solo it if it's a tier 4. We're going to need to duo it, or more people obviously. So Mewtwo is your primary option here. Mewtwo just wrecks it. It's the best against all the possible movesets. It is fragile, so you are going to have to re-lobby against non-Focus Blast sets, but it is something that does a lot of damage. The rest of my guys I'm using here, Gengar, Tyranitar, Alakazam, Espeon, and Metagross, they're the other ones who can beat the clock at level 40 with Ultra Defense. Latios just misses if you need another option. So I think a lot of people have talked about Mewtwo and talked about Confusion and Shadow Ball being like the must-have or else, and it's not the case in this matchup. Confusion and Shadow Ball is the best, but Confusion and Psychic is really good too. And sometimes in simulations, Psychic actually sneaks ahead of Shadow Ball when fighting against Shadow Ball Gengar. Intuitively, it doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm seeing it over and over again. So that's just something to keep in mind, that if you don't have Shadow Ball, it's not the end of the world. Psychic still can do things. So let's go ahead and get this battle started. One of the keys is going to be re-entry. We're going to have to die, most likely, even with things like Tyranitar and Shadow Ball. It's going to happen with some RNG runs. So you want to make sure that you and your partner are staggered, so no more than one of you is re-lobbying at a time. Maybe you want to run with a second lineup where you have maybe 5 Mewtwo going first, and then that player goes and brings in a second lineup of all Espeon or something, while player 1 has 6 Mewtwo and then comes back in and heals those 6 Mewtwo. The important thing, it doesn't really matter what your second lineup looks like as much, because the first set of Mewtwo is going to be doing a bunch of damage, but what really does matter is making sure that you're both not out of the lobby at the same time. Focus Blast is going to be your easiest moveset. I say that knowing full well that Tyranitar gets wrecked by it, but it's really important to note that it is a probably easier move. What's nice is you can usually tell what move you're up against by looking at the auto-select. So in this battle, I knew it was Sludge Bomb because I had all Groudon and Rhydon. If you see like Lugia and Gengar and stuff, it's probably Focus Blast, and you get the idea. So if you see a lot of Lugia and Gengar on your auto-select, don't even bother with T-Tar. Look for other options. Gengar is dying here on my side. I want to point out that if you're using Gengar, it should have Shadow Claw, or if possible, Lick. There's speculation that we'll be able to evolve Lick, or I think it's pseudo-confirmed, we'll be able to evolve Gengar into Lick. I don't know that we'll be able to TM Psychic into Shadow Ball that day, but if you have a Lick Gengar or an older Shadow Claw Gengar, by all means use them. Not as good as Mewtwo, definitely glassy, definitely struggles versus Shadow Ball, but still a good option. Tyranitar has died. He is one of the better options against Shadow Ball. He's not useful at all against Focus Blast, but he's definitely a good lineup filler if you don't have enough Mewtwo to get it done. The Alakazam I'm using here has Psycho Cut. That's wrong. It's not the end of the world, but Confusion is better. Shadow Ball is the actual best charge, but Future Sight's not that much different. Espeon is extremely glassy. There's really not much reason for it. I did dodge a couple seconds ago, and it's worth. I don't think dodging's gonna be worth it in this battle. I think the biggest fear is Gengar hits really hard, so you don't want to accidentally trigger the dodge glitch. So I would say just attack all the way through. We didn't get to Metagross, but Metagross does beat the clock. It's a huge Pokemon, and it does a good amount of survival, but even against Shadow Ball, it's going to have to re-lobby, and it may not even beat the clock. So be careful with Metagross if you're going to use it. So good luck, have fun, get a lot of Gengar. Hopefully they all have Lick and their wonderful IVs and everything, and you can go out and do some awesome new challenges.